Hey, what's happening, everybody? How you doing? Yes, it is Sound Sessions Gospel Soul on Blast with yours truly, DJ Ronnie Ron. Oh, yeah, we're doing it at a later time here. It's 7 o'clock. Is how we get down. Yes, God is good. And look, you know what? I got a fantastic show for you as we normally do. And this is a special one because, we have a legend that's in the house. That's right, a legend. Another one is a part of the foundation of Christian hip hop. And so we're going to get right into it. I'll let you know. But hey, y'all just hold tight. All right. We'll be back right after this. Yep.
It's that grown folk gospel radio, soul school gospel, classic urban gospel, and today's R&B. Taking you back to the old school. It's soul school gospel radio.
Crazy right now. And you don't know what's going to happen next.
The event you've been waiting for is finally here. K-Rev, Kingdom Reveal Entertainment Festival, right here at the beautiful Orlando World Center Marriott. One of the biggest faith events of the year that blends music, movies, fashion, stage plays, spoken words, comedy, books, and cutting-edge technology, all infused with the powerful message of the gospel. Join us in Orlando, where the magic happens. Enjoy nearby attractions like Disney World, Universal Studios, SeaWorld, and splendid natural parks. Vendors and sponsors, we want you right here. Get ready for an incredible opportunity at the Orlando World Center Marriott. Don't miss out. Secure your spot today and be a part of this unforgettable experience. Mark your calendars, August 28th to August 31st, 2025. 4 days that are going to change your life forever.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? DJ Ronnie Ron here with you. I want you to come and join me every second Sunday at Starlight Family Fun Center in Stockbridge, Georgia. That's right. Come on out. Man, we're going to have a great time. Every second Sunday, it's gospel skate fellowship done right. All right? Let's come and get our skate praise on or our bounce praise on. Let's do what we do, all right? 3710 North Henry Boulevard. Come on out every second Sunday, all right? Every second Sunday of the month. We get our bounce praise on, our skate praise. We'll see you there. Yeah, that's right. Hey, so come on out this Sunday. All right, it's going down for sure. Yours truly, DJ Ronnie Ron on the ones and twos. All right, God is good. Man, as I said, hey, this is a special show tonight. And again, I am honored to have this brother on because he helped even shape my walk as a young Christian man back when I was 18 years old, yes. And now, hey, I'm 52 right now, but hey, God is good. I am grateful to be alive. I'm still here for the kingdom of God and doing Christian hip hop. I don't rap. I just DJ. It is what it is. And I want to bring to the stage none other than one of the foundation's fathers here, Soup the Chemist, SFC, Soldiers for Christ, is in the house. What's going on, sir?
Man, thank you, brother. Thank you for reaching out to me, man.
Man.
And, yeah, man, let's chop it up.
Man.
Let's chop it up.
So man, look, I want to thank God for your ministry, for your contribution to the kingdom with what you've done. Again, SFC Phase 3 was my first Christian hip hop CD that I purchased. And I was just like, wow, man. And I still have it to this day. That and my second favorite one is Illumination right after that.
Yeah. Fun album to make, man. Yeah, I had it, like I said, when we were off air, I had a question for you about that Illumination album.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
When you look at the cover, what do you see?
I see in the background, I see in a warehouse in the background the SFC with the windows broken out. And
so you do see do you see what's spelled in the windows?
Yeah, SFC.
Let me tell you, man, for a long time, cats never saw that. When we used to go on tour, it became a thing at our table for us to ask them, what do you see? And they were like, it's your cover, man. We just see windows busted out, right? And they would say, when we would tell them, do you see the SFC in it? They were blown away by it. And we didn't know that people weren't seeing it.
Really?
Yeah, man, because it wasn't, first off, it wasn't even planned. The photographer just started busting out the windows.
What?
And
Oh,
when we
really?
looked, yeah, when we looked at it, we was like, yo, man, that's it kind of, if we hit this one right here, he says he was doing it for light.
Wow.
So
Wow.
that whole, and then to top it off, the name of the album, Illumination.
Yes.
It's just crazy how it all came together and none of it was planned. That's why I had to ask you that, because a lot of people have that album. They didn't even know that the cover spelled, had SFC in the windows.
What, man? Hey, man,
Right.
matter of fact, I was trying to pull it up and everything, but I guess I can't. Oh, wow. Yeah. Look, I saw it.
I saw it right there.
Man. Oh, wow.
Yeah, man.
Well,
So that album had some crazy history to it, man. Especially, when we used to be on tour, and it was always my main thing was to always go out to our product tables, our merchandise table, and be among the people. We were like, I was so serious about it. I remember even promoters telling, ready to turn the lights off, man. But we tried to talk and chop it up with everybody that came out to our events, because to me, that's where real ministry started. It was one thing to get on the stage and just be, but when we hung out and talked with the people, man, we really got to get into their heads and show them that we wasn't just superstars, man. We was here. This is, on stage, that's entertainment, but right now, this is who we really are. We love the Lord, man. And that's when we got to get in with the people, and it was a trip just knowing that people weren't seeing that on the cover, man.
Man,
it was crazy.
Well, look, I saw it after a few moments of checking out. I was like, okay, Illumination, man, that is cool, man. Because I thought it was a Photoshop or whatever things, but it was.
Yeah, nah, man, it wasn't. I don't even think they had Photoshop back then, man.
Right. Exactly. I thought it was some trick photography, whatever. But yeah, that was very creative.
No, the photographer actually. That was an old train station warehouse that we were in. It was all shut down. It was just there, right? So it was kind of dark in there. So he like I said, he started tapping some of the windows to get some of that natural light in there.
Man,
and it just turned into this whole other thing.
Oh, wow, man. Look, look, that worked out perfectly. I mean,
Amen, man.
I mean, even with the song itself and just how, just like, wow. I mean, one of my favorite joints on there is How I Cope, man. It's like, hey, that is
with my man John Gibson.
John Gibson, yes. Hey, man, that song really, really ministers to me and still does to this day. And like I say, your music has helped me even in my Christian walk as I was growing up and things. It's just like, oh man, yeah, it's man, you was given life, bro. You was given life, and that's the way the Christian hip hop that I know of and how it should be. The thing, man. And, oh wow, hey, y'all, we're talking to Soup the Chemist of SFC, Soldiers for Christ. Those who are tuning in and those who are checking us out on Instagram as well. Hey, if anything that you want to say or so, feel free to join in. All right. Okay. Hey, what's going on, Beast Yari? He says I got a gazillion projects to bring to you. Okay, all right, well, cool. All right, but hey, my man, Soup, look, man, we want to definitely speak with you for as man, with what you're doing. And I know you have your book. I have matter of fact, I got a copy of your book as well.
Hey, man,
and I
read it, brother.
Hey, man, and hey, man, you forgot to sign my copy, man. I was just with you. I was like,
we'll get that right, man.
Hey, but tell us, you have something. You're going to do an audio book on this. So,
yeah, man. Like if you can see all this behind me, that's exactly what I've been working on nonstop, man. But I wanted to, put out this audio book, and then we're going to put out a second edition of the hard copy, and we're going to do an enhanced ebook, which will have video in it, and I'm going to take you to some of the original places that were in the book. I'm going to be talking from those places where we're at to let you see, and you'll be able to click on it and interact with the little interviews of the actual what you just read where I was at. Boom, right behind me. You know what I mean? So, I'm coming with it and trying to use all this new age, digital age that I'm in, man. I'm trying to use it to the fullest, man. So,
Man.
ebooks, I mean, not the ebooks, but the audio book is something that's been starting to take off. And I remember Fred from PID.
Fred Lynch, yeah.
Fred Lynch, a couple of years, man, like 4 or 5 years ago, he had told me, he says, man, you need to do an ebook. And I wasn't even hip to ebooks, man. So, I mean, I'm sorry, audiobook. He told me to do an audiobook, and I wasn't even hip to audiobooks. And then as time started going on, I started seeing how, a lot of people were gravitating towards that format.
Right.
And, it's sad to say a lot of cats in hip hop just don't read the books. They were just buying a book. They were supporting me, but they weren't really reading it, man. They were just reading little clips of the concerts and little, memory stuff, but not really reading and taking in the book. So then I started seeing the need for this audiobook. I started seeing the picture of what Fred was trying to tell me. So that's where I'm locked in with it. And reading it myself. I don't have nobody reading it.
Wow.
Doing it all myself. And it's not only just the audiobook. It's a lot going on. It's almost like you listening to a play.
Wow.
So, that's, if I'm gonna do it, man, I'm gonna just try to do it right and bring something new to the industry. So that's what I've been working on, and that's why it's been taking me so long, because I learned a couple of things. First off, just because you wrote it don't mean you good at reading it. Man, it's been a struggle, brother. Now I see why a lot of cats have other people read their books. It ain't easy, man. Especially when you go back and listen to it, you think you knocked it out. You're reading it, and then when you hear how you don't have personality, you didn't really deliver it correct. Your lips is you got all that in there. It's a lot. It's a lot to it, brother. But
I know it's going to be awesome, because it's, number one, it's coming from you. And when I even read the book myself, it brought back some memories, because you had mentioned something about crewvention, and I was a part of that back.
Oh, you was at that? Yeah, man.
Yes, I was a part of that, and I was just like, wow, this is awesome. Hey, Beats Yari says, yeah, he definitely was checking out your music, Dust in the Wind. Checking out that early and everything now, and so but yeah, man, it's good that you are doing this, because again, there's a lot of history in Christian hip hop, and you are a major part of it, and we need to honor those who came before us, and again, we definitely need that footage. I can't wait to definitely see it and hear it whenever you've completed. All right.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Appreciate it. I appreciate your support. Thank you for the words, and I'm excited, man. This is I'm more excited than I thought I would be, man. I mean, this is really it's a hard it's probably the hardest thing I've done. Going in the studio and just doing that ain't this ebook. I mean, I keep saying ebook. This audio book, this audio thing has probably been the hardest thing I've done, brother.
Wow.
But it's gonna be 100, man. When I give it to y'all, it's gonna be 100.
Well, everything you put out has always been done in excellence, so we know it's definitely going to be in excellence, because again, that's been your pretty much your brand, from everything that you've done, and yeah, this is a challenge for you, which means it's going to be great, because, and again, we're glad that you're doing it. All right,
thank God, man.
Hey, so
thank God for even not being able to do it, man. It's just, I'm excited, man.
Right. Hey, well, I hope others follow suit. Other legends like yourself, Fred Lynch, ETW, and things like that. Again, I hope they follow suit, because because you all are part of our history, and we need your stories. All right, we need to talk about our foundations. All right. He said, Beast. He was during the era of the Tunnel Rats. And I think y'all were in that same area, right?
I'm sorry. The
For
Tunnel Rat?
the Tunnel Rats. Yeah. Beast was saying, you were during the era of the Tunnel Rats. I think
Yeah,
y'all
man.
were on the same.
Yeah, of course, man. They're all.
Yeah.
I mean, they all sat
Yeah.
under me for a while, and then we all started off right there at the green room, man. That's how everybody
Wow.
got their deals, man. It was
Wow.
JC and the boys.
They seen the
Then
boys.
It was me. Then it
Mhm.
was the Dynamic Twins.
Yes.
Then it was Freedom of Soul.
Love,
Then it was
man.
Idol King.
Oh man, I gotta have them more.
And then the Tunnel Rats.
Wow, man.
That's how it all
y'all
went,
was a
man.
family.
Oh man, you said you got the album Phase 3. That's the shot. That shot you
Yes.
see in there, we're in a circle right under there. That's what it
Yes.
says. The family. That I mean,
The
because
family. Yeah.
it was that we took that picture in Watts, and
And
for
wow.
that shot, we were at the Watts Tower. There was 75 of us.
Wow.
That was our family, and that's how we used to roll to gigs back then.
Whoa.
So if you
man,
rolled to a gig and you in the SoCal, if you was at a gig, you had a gig and they didn't promote it well and all that, you had 75 people there because of that. That's how we used to roll, brother. And it was a beautiful time. So exactly what you said, family.
Man, and for those who may not know, that's the Gospel Gangsters came from Phase 3.
They were Alliance Alike back then.
Alliance Alike.
And then they became the Gospel Gangsters. Yep, that's part of the clique. They're in that family shot as well.
Oh man, hey man, rest in peace, Solo, man. Oh man, yeah.
To my brother, man. That was like my little brother, man. Now he actually lived right around the corner from me.
Oh really? Wow. Okay.
He literally lived right around the corner from me. So
man, well, yeah, hey, another soldier that's in heaven, smiling down along with D-Boy and all those others that we've lost.
My brother QP, man, we lost QP too, man. Rest in peace to my brother,
man, QP. Oh man, rest in peace. Yeah. Wow. Oh man, yeah, because I remember him on there as well and things like that. Hey, how DJ Dove? So if you heard from him,
I don't really hear from Dove, man, but he's around somewhere, man.
Okay, God bless him. Okay,
I haven't heard from Dove in years, man. So
wow. Well, he's definitely part of the foundation.
Yes, our brother did. He did a lot for what I had going on, man. He brought that element that I needed, man. And then I gave him the opportunity on Phase 3 to come into his own.
Yes,
and he did some classic stuff. He did some classic stuff, man. I recorded I did all the pre-production for that whole album in Dove's bedroom.
Wow. Are you serious?
We were just locked up daily, man.
Wow.
All the pre-production. And my drum machine was in there. And he, one day I just left my stuff there. So I came back the next day and he had Soup. He was like, Soup, man, I just want you to know I was messing with your stuff, man. And I made a beat, man. I just want you to listen to it, man. Give me a chance. I said, all right, man. I don't even know how you let you. I was standing over you watching you use this every single day, man.
Wow.
That's how determined this brother was to get it going. And when he hit play and I heard what was coming, I was like, oh man, this is dope, Dove. Not only is this good, I want to rap over it. And that was the song Music Is My Life.
Music is my man.
And then after that, I gave him his own. He did his own thing. Dove, the Minister of Music.
Man, that both track of those still are pretty
classic.
Very classic, yes, man. With the samples he did in there and everything. Oh man,
that's all him, man. That's all him.
Oh man, and there's an album right there for those who are tuned in. All right, Phase 3, that red one there. So I mean, here's several of his albums here, and there's the one to the corner there, Illuminate. So man, oh, bro, like I say, this is my first CD that I bought, and I still have it to this day, and I thank God for it, and just like, wow, okay, man. So,
Hey, brother, well, since we on your platform right now,
sure, go ahead.
I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. That phase 3, something's about to go down that all you music lovers are gonna enjoy. If you enjoyed that album, stay tuned. And I'm telling you right now on your show, we about to drop something that's real special as commemorating that phase 3 album.
Oh, I can't wait.
I can't say what yet.
Okay.
But it's coming in January or February.
It's okay. All right. I'm looking forward to that. I am looking forward to that. Yes.
Yeah, I just can't let it out the bag yet because I gotta talk to the powers that be. But
understood.
It's if you're a lover of that phase 3 album, stay locked in. Stay locked in, and you'll be one of the first brothers I'll let know. Okay, this is what I was talking about.
Thank you.
If not, they can follow me on one of my social media platforms. But you will be one of the first brothers I tell. Okay, this is what's happening, and I'm gonna bless you with it, brother.
Hey, look, I am honored. Thank you. Hey, serious, because like I say, this CD right here helped me in my Christian walk. It was one of many, but this one particular, because this is my first one, and was getting into Christian hip hop. I'm like, wow. And again, this was before I ever became a DJ. All right, and then I mean, just hearing some of from back in the day, the mainstream hip hop that was banging, and now it's like, yeah, I could ride in my Chevette and bump my Christian hip hop and everything, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, that was a fun album, man. There would be, and I mean, we couldn't put it out nowadays. All those samples we had on.
Come on, man. Yeah.
Can't put that album out now.
Man, y'all had samples galore up in there.
That's all it was, man. But that was the industry back then. That's what we was doing.
Hey, what was unique about you on this one too, man? You was the first rapper I heard speak in tongues.
Yeah, Holy Ghost is in the house.
Holy Ghost is in the house, man. I'm like, this brother speaking in tongues on here. I'm like, oh yes, this is an anointed album. I'm like, all right, man.
Yeah.
And again, this was over 30 years ago, over 34, 35 years ago.
Yeah, it was like 93.
Nah, 90, 91, 92.
92, actually. But
yeah, 92. Yeah, man, this is wow, man. That's how you know when you make timeless music. All right, again, quality music compared to what we have today. Matter of fact, I'm speaking on that. What's your feelings on the Christian hip hop of today compared to back then?
I actually love it, man. I think to me, it's more creative than the mainstream. The mainstream, you already know what you're getting. They all sound the same. It's just they're in this box. Where when we were doing our thing, a lot of cats were trying to sound like the mainstream.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right now, to me, it's been reversed because you got a lot of mainstream cats that's, they secretly lurking, peeping out what's happening on the gospel side because these cats is coming with it. Production is on point.
Yes.
Skills. I mean, you can't diss the gospel market, the holy hip hop market, like you could back in the day, because it was only a couple of us that was really keeping it real. But now I'm trying to keep up with these little kids, man. The only thing I don't like is everybody is they're on a me mission.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Everybody is me. They can't like your stuff unless they're involved or you're in their clique. They don't. No. It's like it's no support. We didn't come up like that. We supported everybody, even if I didn't like your stuff. If you were moving you were moving in a way that was, you were a vessel moving, allowing God to use your music to reach people and do whatever. You were positive,
Yes,
and we could
yes,
pick up our spirits, bear witness with each other.
that's true.
I
Yep.
supported you, man. I didn't sit here and say, "Oh, this dude," nah, man. We supported you. We showed up. We
Mhm.
we put you out there. I mean, I would put if I was rocking a gig and you had merchandise and you didn't have a table, come put it over here with me. You know what I mean? That's how we got down.
I
You
love
can't
it.
you can't do that nowadays, man.
No,
These
and I
cats,
agree totally.
there's cats I reach out to, they won't even reshare my stuff.
What, man? And I think it's because they don't know and they're not realizing who you are. And because again, if it wasn't for you and others, we wouldn't, they wouldn't even exist. So with the Christian hip hop or holy hip hop, whatever they want
Yeah,
to call it nowadays.
I hear what you're saying, but man, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Some of these cats know who I am.
Oh, really? Oh, well, you
It's
know
just
what? Hey, I was trying to
it's
give them the
that
benefit of the
spirit
doubt.
of it's just some type of weird. The
It's a
unity ain't
spirit.
there, man. It's this weird. I mean, and that's the good. That's the good and the bad of the social
Mhm.
media. This whole age that we live in, because it's made everyone. They're not. You're not personal anymore. I could be
Ah,
right in the room next to you, and I'll text you, "Hey, Ronald, what's happening?" You know what I mean?
right.
Instead of come over there and talk to you. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
It's just
Yeah.
this is the age we're living in, man. We're just in this weird space, and I think that since these
Mhm.
kids have come up like that, I mean, we used to play outside, man. They don't even play outside no more. They don't none of this stuff. It's
Right.
psychologically, it's changed you, and
Right.
it's changed the way we interact with each other. You know what I mean? I mean, how many
Mm.
times have you called people's phones and left a message? You don't even leave messages anymore because
Right.
they don't listen. They're telling you on their answer machine, "Hey, I don't really listen to the messages. Text me."
Wow. You're right. It's a
That's where
lot
we
has
at, man.
changed.
So I see that bleeding into the movement. And this is subconsciously, this is where people are at. If not in my circle, you're not bringing nothing to me. I'm really not paying attention to you or supporting you.
Mm.
I mean,
That's
even when
sad.
it comes to people dropping songs, I mean, the lifespan of a song is probably 2 weeks, and then people
It's
are on to
gone.
the next. They looking for something else.
Man, you know what? And to to your point, I remember, you all would even give shout outs on your album to other artists out there, everything. And so yeah, I totally agree. It is different. And
Yeah.
it's just like I don't believe that's how Christ would want us to be. You know what I'm saying? And
No, it's yeah,
mhm,
I don't like the vibe of it, but I mean, what can I say,
mhm,
man? I just keep doing what I do, keep grinding and
mhm,
putting it out there for people who I feel now if you're gravitating to what I'm doing and what's happening over here, it's because you're
mhm.
supposed to be over here checking what I'm doing.
I like that. Yes, sir. I like. Hey, man. Hey, again, we're talking with Soup the Chemist from SFC. Man, I tell you, any questions that you might have for him, feel free before we let him go. Now, because man, this is a legend. If you're in Christian hip hop, all right, you need to know who SFC is, who Soup is, and the work that he's done. All right, again, Soldiers for Christ. Thank God for them and all the other artists. My goal is to hopefully to get some of the other artists from back in the day and have them on the show because again, mainstream honors their foundations, those who paved the way, and so I feel we have to do the same thing. All right, because again,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just only right. You always says as the sun rises and moon descends. Okay, yeah, all right, but definitely,
Quoting
man.
lyrics, huh?
And hey, and you had lyrics for days, man. You had lyrics. Now, you didn't. I was looking for some music videos, and
Mhm.
yeah, I didn't see too many, or if any,
Nah,
just some that you shared.
we didn't do videos, man. Back then when videos, they were like $30,000,
Wow,
man. Videos were expensive, brother. So,
wow,
I mean, I started
wow.
all the videos I started doing was when I went independent, man. That's when all this phone stuff, all these apps came in, and I would shoot the videos. The majority of the videos I got up right now, I shot up with this phone that we're talking on right now.
Wow,
And
man.
it's all about how you edit it, how you color it, and all that. I could put, not trying to brag, but I could put them videos. I could put them up against people who's got all these bomb cameras and all this. It's all about how you use what you got in your editing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we didn't have this back in the day. Or we would have had a video on everything, brother.
Bro, hey man, you probably need to go back in time then and bring your phone.
Man, I remember for instance, just the Freedom of Soul album on This Is Love.
Yeah, they had
that
that
video. That was probably the first professional video that Brainstorm broke when they changed over to Brainstorm. That was probably the first professional video that they put out, and that video was in the $20,000 range.
$20,000, man.
Epic flipped the bill.
Yeah, because they was on Epic. Yeah, they were the first Christian hip hop group on Epic, which I thought was very
well.
Very
They put Phase 3 out on Epic.
Oh, they did.
But they didn't.
Oh,
yeah. But they didn't put the promotion behind it because they didn't know how to. They said they didn't know how to market it. They were scared of it.
Really?
I mean, they flew us out to New York, had this big meeting with us, talked with us, only to send us back and say we were a little too gospel and a little too urban, which I don't understand what that means.
Yeah, I don't understand either. That don't make no kind of sense. Make it make sense to me. I'm like seriously?
But they said we're gonna stick it in the stores. So it's there, and we're gonna leave it up to you guys to promote it. So we're in the stores, but if you walk back in those days when you walked into a store, if you didn't just pick up stuff, you had to hear about it, something. You know what I mean? So it had to be some type of marketing plan behind it. So I was everywhere, Tower Records, everywhere. But
wow. Wow,
man. That's how it went.
Man. Humble beginnings there, y'all. That's why, man, we got to keep this going. And matter of fact, like I say, I mean, as we were talking earlier and off the air, I am a part of this as well, because again, I was on the radio during this time. I was the first one introducing your music and others, to an audience that, man, I had some religious folks say, man, that ain't no gospel, man. That sound like worldly music, such. That's like, man.
right.
And then I've seen some people give their life to Christ from listening to them. Like, yeah, you know what? This is going to keep me going. Matter of fact, I was on radio in one city where it was a Christian radio station, and in the local prison there, they had it on there, and I got a letter from a prisoner said that he was blessed by this music and everything, and wish he could get a hold of it. Again, this was back then. Man,
yeah,
so that's
I remember. Man, when I wrote about it, it's in the book where I talked about when we were in Nashville. We went on the radio station there. That was the first time I ever been attacked by Christian people. Man, we were devil. We were everything but godly. We were everything but godly people, man.
Man, I know what you're talking about.
But it strengthened me, man. It didn't it didn't hurt. It didn't like, it offended me. But at the same time, God used it for, man, you see, this is why I got something for you, man. Take all this in. You know what I mean? And learn from this. Learn from this right now. So that instead of getting bitter and mad and writing a song disrespecting people. Oh no, man. it strengthened me and taught me what I was doing and why I was doing it. Now I had a purpose. I knew why I wasn't just rapping. Because that made me look at, okay, well, why am I doing this? You know what I mean? And it made me understand and have an understanding. And I credit that to that what happened, I credit it to why I'm still here and still active today.
Praise God. Praise God. Man, hey, brother, hey, I know exactly where you're coming from, even as a DJ and the criticism that, but later on, had some come to me like, yeah, you know what? Hey, you was right about this music, man. We need more of this. And like, yeah, I know you do, because it all comes from God. And we have to reach these young people. And even now with Christian hip hop, it's not just young, it's not just young folks, it's people even our age that we can minister to through, because we're talking about real life issues nowadays. So man,
that's another reason why I like the direction sonically and music and lyrically Christian hip hop is in right now, because it's edifying. It's compared to, man, there's some wild stuff out here in this world,
man.
So just hearing the sonics and the deliveries and the topics of a lot of these new MCs, it's edifying and it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful when you hear them up against, some of this worldly stuff. Because man, these cats.
Man, look, I teach middle school, and they ask me for because they want me to DJ here and there and things. And man, they ask me, can you play this? I'm like, man, what is this? And now I'm like, oh no, no. But again, this is what we're up against.
Yeah, that's what we're up against, man. But I mean, thank God for now you got outlets like Holy Culture,
Holy Culture,
stuff like that, where
definitely.
And that's what I mentioned earlier about these mainstream cats lurking. That's one of the spots they lurk. They ain't gonna tell you what they listening to, and of course, no matter what, if I'm the darkness doesn't enjoy the light. You dig what I'm saying?
I dig it. Yes,
but they're gonna take it in and hear it. You're planting seeds, so you just got to keep planting the seeds, and
that's it.
And it's getting watered. You know what I'm saying? And when things happen, when God is ready to really smash on them, those seeds he's watering that seed that you planted lyrically in that dude that he thinks he don't want to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, Doc.
So, that's the way that kind of works, man. That's why I was never concerned about rocking. I wasn't moved. I didn't need to be up in a church, man. We were rocking in neighborhoods. We were rocking in clubs. We were doing what we do. I mean, I can remember us opening up for Ice-T in Santa Monica at this college, right? And places packed out. I mean, they dared to see Ice-T. You know what I'm saying? And it was the Footnickens and Ice-T. And we opened up. Me and QP, we had, we walk out, we got our Bibles in our hand, and we just start rhyming. And no talking, rhyming. Because, we had a small amount of time. And you don't need to be all preachy in those spots. Our lyric is preaching. You dig what I'm saying?
Yes.
So we just did our thing. And let me tell you, brother, after this is a club. After it's over, and we get off the stage. This lady comes up to us in tears, man, in the club, talking about, I heard everything you guys said, man. I heard everything, and the Spirit of God just fell on me, man. I ain't been to church in years, and it just it just convicted me right here. Just what you guys were saying, some things have been happening in my life this week, and just hearing you guys. I mean, who expected to hear some Christian rappers in this club right now?
Yeah, who would?
That was my point. That right there made it all worth it. I didn't care if people wasn't listening, or we didn't care. And that's the way we moved, man. And that's what I mean about planting that seed. You know what I'm saying?
Man, this is so refreshing, because again, wow, again, you're going into those dark places, and if you just reach one, again, you're planting that seed and doing it back then, man, in the early 90s or so. It's just wow. It's like, what more can we do with the technology that we have today? Man. Hey, bro, that's wow.
Yeah, that's how we used to do it, man. We didn't I always saw the church as to me that was straight up entertainment.
Well, yeah, because
Our real ministry is
it's
when we
out
was
in
in
the
these
streets.
crazy
Out.
spots, man, because these people don't even want to hear what we're talking about, man. They
Come on.
darkness and light, but they had to respect it because we weren't giving it to them. It wasn't watered down and weak, and we were bringing a style to it. You know, our live performance was even better than what you were getting on the vinyl, or I mean on the cassette and the CD.
Wow.
We come from that rockin' live, so that's when we really gave it to you. You know what I mean? And it made people want to go check for it. I mean, they had to listen. We hit them so hard they had to listen, even if they didn't want to.
hey, real quick to tell you a short story when because I did a lot of outreach with my church, and man, I use your music and others out there, man, to draw them out there. Matter of fact, before I got there, they was playing some gospel music, and but again, nobody was coming out. But the minute I started throwing on the Christian hip hop, man, folks was looking like, man, what is it? Because they ain't never heard it before. They thinking this is regular mainstream hip hop. But man, when they heard that Jesus, they're like, okay, all right, man. So I know exactly what you're talking about, man.
Man, brother, yeah.
Oh man,
yeah, those are some fun times, man.
Hey, man, very much so. And again, I just thank God that we are still here today, that we can still carry on and move forward. And again, as I said earlier, you know, thank God for you and all the other pioneers and those who have gone on as well. Give me before we go, what encouraging word do you want to say to these young artists out here and those that aspire to want to do this?
I want to reiterate on what we've been talking about. As I told the whole story about Nashville and getting attacked, what came out of that was understanding and purpose. That's what these cats need to have, man. If you don't have understanding and a purpose, what are you doing? Why are you doing it? You don't really know. So when the wind starts blowing, you're just gonna go wherever wherever it takes you. You gotta have an understanding and a purpose. That's why, if you know, I don't want to name names, but if you study some of the people who were around when I was doing my thing, they're not around anymore. And there's a reason for that. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why people, you know, they sway, they move away from the faith or whatever, because they really didn't understand or have a purpose. That's what I would like to say to whoever's coming into this movement or whatever you want to, and whatever you want to do. You want to preach, you want to start a business, you know what I mean? You want to rap, you want to produce. You must understand what you're doing, and you must have a purpose. Why are you doing what you want to do? Then everything makes sense.
Come on, y'all. Hey, that pretty much. Go ahead and drop the mic from there for sure. Okay, because what's your purpose? Why are you doing what you're doing? And most folks can't seem to answer that. And yeah, I totally understand. Yes, what you said. There's some that were with us now that for whatever reason, but we know obviously they didn't understand their purpose. And you getting into this, it's not about financial gain. You know, God's gonna bless you. All right, but it's all about him. You know, so
it's all about him. But if you don't have an understanding of that or purpose, then it will be about getting paid. It will be about rocking shows, and you won't have an impact. You'll have a moment. You'll have a moment.
You have a moment. Yeah, I like it. Hey, that'll preach right there, as they would say in the church. Yeah. You won't have an impact. You'll just have a moment. You know, and moments don't last long. Okay, so moments don't last long. Hey, we're talking to Soup the Chemist, the legend here, SFC Soldiers for Christ. Man, I'm going to thank you so much for taking your time out with us, man. This is
appreciate you for reaching out to me, and allowing me to jump on your platform, man. I love stuff like this. I love talking to the
Thank you.
people. And,
Thank you.
you know, I love it, brother. It's like,
Hey,
I almost feel sometimes it's people scared to talk to me, man.
really?
Because I see them out there. They all in my DM. Oh, Sue, woo, woo, woo. I'm like, let's talk about it then. So I love it, brother. I love
man,
it.
Man, well, look, I feel like my journey kind of mirrors yours a little bit and things, and just again, I'm still in it. No, haven't gotten rich off of this because that was never my goal. So
Right.
yeah, I would like my bills to be paid so that I can create more platforms for things like this and to push
Amen.
the kingdom. And that's part of my ministry again, because artists need more platforms, and that's what I think separates us from mainstream. And
Amen.
so
Real talk.
we mentioned Holy Culture, my man Trey, the CEO of it and things, and we need more people like him, and because I consider myself one of just like all of us coming together and creating our own machine and stop begging to be on other people's platform when we have the resources.
Man, you just said it right there. Stop begging to be on other people's platform. Create our own.
Create our own. Yes, seriously. And I don't know why we can't seem to grasp that, but we've been, we're so, as one of my friends say, some of us are just bored with righteousness and things and not realizing what we have on this side, because we want validation from mainstream. And like, nah, I don't.
I mean, I thought, of course, I thought that when I first jumped in, I was like, I want this mainstream validation.
Right.
And once I got it, it was like, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Now
what? Now what? Exactly. Now what?
Because I get more respect from mainstream than I do in the gospel market.
And so, I believe it. because you have always been authentic. And and your lyrics, man, you're more of a lyricist. I think we say, boys, there's a difference between a lyricist and a rapper, and I kind of compare you to Rakim back in the day. Now, man, you be spitting them lyrics, man. I mean,
Amen,
you got that raw talent.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
No problem.
I'm from that era, man. That's That's with that era, man. We used to think, we used to come up with concepts, I mean, even before I even came on the Christian side, the name of my crew was the Chemistry Crew. You know what I mean? So when you hear Super Chemist, that's been with me since '87.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Yeah, all this, everything's still tied in to what, I'm doing. I'm just reinventing myself right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been dropping stuff on Bandcamp, and just putting stuff out there, and it's funny because cats, what they're hearing, it's almost like I'm waiting to give it to you because I don't think people are ready for it yet, if that makes sense. So even the stuff that I'm putting up on Bandcamp is kind of dated. And people are like, man, this is off the chain. Woo. I'm like, because, it just has its time, man. It has music. I like to create music that never gets old, man.
Thank you. That shows you put your heart and soul into it and everything. Now, hey, Ray, what's going on, Ray? On Instagram, checking us out. Yes. Hey, yeah, man. Hey, because again, you are authentic, and in the world, they respect people who are authentic, not trying to copy and everything. And so, again, hey, I'm glad you're still around and still doing it. And I'm gonna do my part to help push you and others out there as well. And again, all you rappers that may be up in age or so, you think that that's a kid sport, whatever, such and such. Hey, look, your ministry is still needed as well too. So
man. I mean, they say that even in the mainstream, and some of the biggest cats out right now is from the old. I mean, LL got a #1 hit right now.
Hey, that's a prime example. Yeah, right, exactly.
It's just a number, man. If you still continue and you got something to say it.
Say it.
You know what I mean? Say it.
Say it. Definitely.
That's where I'm at, man. I'll be rapping until I can't stand on the stage no more, man. I can't keep
Hey, you still a young man.
If it's in me, if it's in me and there's a reason for it, I'm coming with it, man. I don't care how old I am.
That's right. Well, you know, I feel the same way even with my radio show and stuff. You know, I've been doing hip hop praise. I had several shows. I started in Orlando, Florida. Had a show called Urban Drama and everything, and then moved to North Carolina with hip hop praise. And so it's still the same similar style and everything. So again, there's a lot of other great radio shows out there that's doing well. And again, I'm not in competition with them or so. Hey, I'm just gonna still be me. Some folks look at me as an OG and everything. I'm like, all right, hey,
I like this lane, man. You taught me some stuff. I mean, this looks really good, man.
Oh, really?
Okay.
I like it. Thank you. Well, you know, hey, this is me, like you said, reinventing myself as you were reinventing yourself. You know me, because I produce podcast shows and things like that now, and so it's like just utilizing the talent that God has given me and realizing some things. And one of my issues was having confidence. And so, but that's not an issue for me anymore, you know, because I can't dwell on the past. But I sure appreciate it, man. Because again, the more I get a skill set, I want to increase and again push the kingdom again through artists like yourself and others, so that again God can be glorified. So, hey,
Amen,
thank you. Hey, again, I'm
man.
honest.
Keep doing it, man, I love the way this is. I like the way this whole laid out. What we was talking about off air. I had never heard of.
Really?
I mean, and I'm on my phone. If I'm not even using it to the full potential on what it could be if I would have did it the other way.
Exactly. Hey, you live and you learn, right?
You laid something on me though. Hey, but to piggyback something you just said, so you work on podcasts and all that.
Right. Yes, I
so
have
when I'm talking about doing this audio book, you understand what goes into it.
I understand. Yes. Hey,
man, I didn't know, brother. I didn't know.
Yeah. Yes.
I didn't know it was going to be, what it is. Now it makes sense why I'm listening to a bunch of podcasts where these cats ain't reading their own stuff.
and really think this is where it is now. All right. Because people are creating their own content. They're not programmed. You know, like how we used to watch TV back in the day, and the show came on at such time. Now, folks are making their own content,
they're doing their own thing, man, and creating their own lanes. So
which shows that we can do a lot for the kingdom with the resources that we have.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm happy about this project, man, because I wanted to tap out so many times and just forget it.
I'm glad you didn't. Yeah, we're glad you didn't. Again, anything you need help with, let us know.
Spirit wouldn't let me, man. I couldn't even sleep at times. I'm waking up, man. Get back on there and finish that,
man.
Like, man. But,
because it's in you. Yeah, it's definitely in you, man.
Brother. So
look, I'm not gonna hold you up, and so man, again, I want to thank you so much, Sue, for hanging out with me and things, and again, much blessings upon you. Anything that I can do for you, just let me know, because I feel, man, we definitely owe it to you. And again, as we're honoring you, we're honoring God, and we thank God that He touched your heart to start something years ago, 30, 40 years ago, and you're still here. So again, I will help commit my platforms and resources to help push what you're doing, because the world needs to hear it.
Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate it. And I will be getting at you when they give me the green light and start speaking on this phase 3 stuff. I'll let you know what's happening. And maybe we can even, we'll kick it off again right here on your show, brother.
Hey, let me know whenever you want, and anything you got that you want pushed out there, let me know. All right. Because again, this is what I'm here for. God is blessing me in other ways. Because I remember you were saying that in the interview, how, you may have gotten it rapping for us, money wise and all, but you got it in other areas. And that's how, that's how I see, so, amen. To God be the glory. Well, hey, look, y'all, all things unfortunately must come to an end, but God's love never ends. Remember, you matter in the kingdom of God, so don't compare yourself or your ministry to anyone else out there. Just do what God has called you to do. Again, we want to thank Soup for coming on. There's his tagline right there. Go and follow him on Instagram and all social media platforms. All right. I tell you, hey, this is a wonderful brother. And if you are in a Christian hip hop artist, you need to get to know our legends, who's a part of the foundations of why we're doing what we are doing. Okay. So again, let's honor our legends. Hey, we'll see you for another segment of all right. Sound Sessions, Gospel Soul on Blast. Right here. Peace. Yeah. Hey, what's happening, everybody? DJ Ronnie Ron here with you. I want you to come and join me every second Sunday at Starlight Family Fun Center in Stockbridge, Georgia. That's right. Come on out. Man, we're going to have a great time. Every second Sunday, it's gospel skate fellowship done right. All right? Let's come and get our skate praise on or our bounce praise on. Let's do what we do, all right? 3710 North Henry Boulevard. Come on out every second Sunday, all right? Every second Sunday of the month. We get our bounce praise on, our skate praise. We'll see you there.